Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kay and I am Stitchy Pfeiffer here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Very warm welcome to you if this is your first time visiting my channel. I hope you find something you like, and if you do, please click on the like and subscribe buttons and select all the notification drop down so you're advised whenever I upload new content or go live. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and spending some more time with me today. Now, I'm just putting on my calculator on my Chromebook 83 so that I remember to take off 83 stitches from my total, because I was quite happily sitting there stitching away and I realised I had forgotten to hit the record button on my phone, on my camera. So, and I was sitting there talking away quite happily, and I'd done 83 stitches. This is Peacock and Roses sampler. It's by 2x2 StitchArt on Etsy. I'm stitching it using DMC 121, which is this beautiful variegated blue, sort of lapis blue, sort of delft blue type colours. Some beautiful shades of blue in this, and I'm stitching it on 18 count antique white Aida, and I'm doing 1/1 full cross. Whoops, no, you can just stay there because you're just going to get in the way, thank you. As I say, I've done 83 stitches on this, and I might be repeating myself a wee bit, so, but we shall see. I originally was going to do this with Peacock by Cottage Garden Threads, but I had an awful job getting enough skeins with the same dye lot, so I thought, right, I'll have a look and see what else I could find. And then I saw someone using this 121 for something else, and I thought, you know, that's actually very pretty. So I ended up getting this from Threads for You. Claire's dispatch, I mean, you'll hear me, I often talk about Abby at Cross and Crafts and her speed of dispatch. And Claire's just every bit as fast. I normally go to Claire for my needles because she does the John James size 28s and 26s that I like, and she does them in bulks, so you can order like 25 at a time instead of just the 5 or 6 that you get on the blister pack. But yeah, Claire, it's usually just needles that I get from her, but it's the last couple of times that I've wanted to use variegated floss because I've not found a good dupe for the DMC variegated flosses. I do use them, and Claire is, I love, you know, our prices are excellent. Put that onto there. That goes. Where am I? I'm working my way back again, so it's there, right. I keep forgetting to mark my stitches off. One of the things that I do that I've noticed when I'm doing monochrome stitching, because I'm not having to stop and change colours, I forget to mark my stitches off, and I could be way down my diagonal because I'm doing this on the diagonal, because of the variegation, to try and, you know, so it's not in bands sort of like across the way. I just thought, you know, I'm going to do diagonal. Excuse me. And it seems to be working okay. I got that tip from one of the groups that I'm on Facebook. Right, yeah, I was talking about Claire's shop online. If you're in the UK and you're looking for DMC flosses, go to Claire. The company, as I said, it's Threads the number 4 and then the letter U, all together. Excellent customer service, and if it wasn't for the fact that I don't like DMC, I would probably use them more often for the threads. I just don't like DMC. I have to admit, normally I'm like really sort of like, I am hating this, but this is actually stitching up really quite well today. The threads are actually behaving, but I just do not like DMC. Compared to my CXC, I just find that it doesn't take the same abuse. It might just be because it's pure cotton. It's 100% cotton DMC, whereas the CXC is a variegation of is a blend of polyester and cotton. That's what I was trying to say. Oh my goodness, words. But so because it's a wee bit, because it's got polyester in it, it's a wee bit stronger. And I mean, when you frog, yes, sometimes it's easier just to cut it and to frog it and what have you. But you can unstitch your stitches easier with CXC, I feel. With DMC, it tends to fray and break. Whereas with CXC, you don't get that. Right. Now, where do you come from? Because, see, where have you come from? Because you shouldn't be there. Right, okay, that's from the last strand that I've done to the left. So that can come off, cut there. But I am liking the colour in this. But yeah, Claire's where I go for my needles. But she's doing a whole lot of things as well. If you're into pip and chips, you can get your needles, your flush drops from her. You can get, I think she does the bobbins as well. She does cottage garden threads, which I've mentioned. She does some, I think she's got sulky. Can't remember if she does cottage garden, not cottage garden. It's one of the other ones that's that's over dyed. What are they called? I can't remember their name. She's always looking to add in new dyers, new threads and stuff. So I'm sure if you were looking for something in particular and you messaged her, I'm sure she would try and help you find it. But yeah. Right, now. One more stitch, two more stitches. Come on, you've got to give me 2 more stitches before I finish this thread. Come on, one more stitch, one last stitch before I finish the thread. Come on. Down and up here. Through a loop. Back down there. Pop and 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Right. Anyway, what are you working on? Pop your comment below. Tell me what you're working on. I'm always looking for new designers, new artists. You know, I've discovered quite a, you know, I've changed, my taste is changing, I've noticed as well. Still not stitching people. It's not to say that, well, I'm saying I'm not stitching people, I'm stitching a Santa Claus. That doesn't count, that's a Santa Claus. Other than that, I'm not stitching people as much. I don't think I've got anything. I know I've got one design that's got a person in it, and that's one of my artisty ones. Animals, stitching quite a few cats. Or there's cats in it. Birds. I mean, I'm doing this one, I'm doing Harmony, I'm doing, I think, I'm doing Harmony, what's the other one I've got? The Cardinals one, man, Pa Nana. And I'm doing the Polar Bear one, Look at the Sky, from 2x2 Stitch. So I mean, I'm doing quite a few different animals. I'm not a I don't do people. Even artwork, I don't like. There's not very many pieces of like what I would call proper art that, you know, that are people. I don't like portraits. I'm not a big fan of portraits, but a lovely landscape, or, you know, a street view or something like that, I would stitch on that, no problem. I've got a couple of Abraham Hunters and a couple of Thomas Kincaids that are scenes that are in my stash for me to start. But, yeah. Doing a wee bit extra over the diagonal with this, just because of the way this is going. I might actually just stitch all of this bit, because at least then it's done. Might just do the whole bird, or not. Right, I'm going to unstitch that, because take those ones off. Just 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. One, two, three, right. I don't even know if I'm still in view, huh? a wee bit of thread chicken here. Oh, sugar. Oh, come on. Oh, oh, come on, this is ridiculous. go back up to the top. There's not a butterfly to go there. No, that was taboo, that was a different one. Okay. Just thought it was an empty space. Oh well, it's not. fabric and not... Come on. See, this is when I have issues with GMC. Because, yeah. It's just... Right. So this seems to have turned into a bit of an ASMR video. Wasn't intentional. This was the first of my projects that I picked with the spinny wheel. Got the Tiny Decisions app on my Chromebook, and what I'm doing is trying something different for February. What I'm going to do is spin my wheel, do 1,000 stitches on the pattern, on the project, and then spin the wheel again and repeat until I've done all of my projects. I'm doing that on Mondays to Fridays. Saturday and Sunday are going to be for my focus on a finish, which at the moment is the 22 at 6 Aid Sal, because I want to get that done and get it out of the way. And then after that, I'll be whichever project is closest to finish. I have a template on my Notions that I've set up, and it lists all of my projects with the stitches remaining, at least to most. The least at the moment is the Long Dog Sampler, Fisherman's Friends, and the most is my supersized Max Colour kitchen shelf by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Amy Stewart, and that is still over 7,000 to do. 700,000 to do, I mean, sorry. Yeah. Wait a minute, I knew, I thought I had another one to do over there, right? Okay, come back through. Do that stitch there. And then down to there. Do that stitch. Normally I would complete each stitch as I'm going, but because I'm coming back to here, I'm just going to do all the bottom legs first. Plus, this is all the same, with quite a big block of colour on this thread at this point, so it wouldn't be noticeable. If there had been a change in the colour at that point on the thread, I would have done each stitch as I went. And that's my hour. Let's do these 2 stitches. There we go. Mark them off. I've done 314 in total, minus my 83. Come on, open. Right, open the calculator. 231 in this session with you guys. What a difference when it's only one thread, huh? I'm going to continue working with this today until I get to my 1,000 stitches, and then I'll spin the wheel again. So I don't know what project I'm going to be working on tomorrow. Quite enjoying stitching on this after doing the full coverage for all of January. So yeah, I'm enjoying stitching on something that's not quite as intense stitch wise, and just following the thread and I'm enjoying that. So anyway, I'm going to go, guys. Thank you for your company. Remember, it's not about the number of stitches that you do as each stitch is progress, because it is one less stitch you still have to complete. And also, please try and be kind to treat others as you wish to be treated. You don't know what someone else is going through in their life. They could be having an absolute nightmare of a day, and your smile, your kind gesture, kind word can make all the difference and make that day go a little bit easier for them. It reminds them that they are not alone and that they matter. So thank you again for your company, and I shall see you on the next one. Happy stitching. Bye bye for now.